èèyàn mi ẹ wò ó ṣé ẹ rí kí n tó lọ play video tí mo fẹ́ mú wá fún wa ṣé ẹ rí orin tí bàbá Mohbad kọ tí ó fi ń sọ wípé kí àwọn Yomi Fabiyi àti àwọn others yẹn pé kí wọ́n stop ìdí ni wípé ó mì pé Yomi Fabiyi ti ṣiṣẹ́ débì kan tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn tí ó jẹ́ adviser àbí advice bàbá Mohbad máa sọ wípé wo ìwọ nìkan ló lè stop àwọn people yìí láti má ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ o ìwọ nìkan ni because ibi tí Yomi ṣiṣẹ́ dé àwọn ò ní option kankan ju wípé káwọn sọ wípé káwọn go ahead láti lọ ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ káwọn ṣe ni táwọn bá dẹ̀ ṣe ó máa ta bá gbá ó máa ta bá wo ó máa ta bá dúrà ṣó ti yé wa now torí ẹ̀ ni bàbá Mohbad fi wá ń kọrin ẹ má ti jẹ́ adájọ́ but nǹkan tèmi mọ̀ ni wípé justice yẹn sẹ́ ó máa ṣe kí ni ó máa wá sí ìmúṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo fẹ́ kí wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tí Yomi Fabiyi tí ó sọ lórí ẹ̀ ẹ wá lọ gbọ́.
ẹ wá bínú mi ò ń wo majority àwọn iṣẹ́ sẹ́ndì kankan sí mi ni wọ́n tún sẹ́ndì kan sí mi tí wọ́n sọ lórí kíní pé èmi ò fẹ́ bẹ́ anybody ṣiṣẹ́ I want to take the glory. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. I don't understand what people.
Saturday mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kúrò níbí báyìí tó kú ní ọjọ́ Monday yẹn o. Kó tó kú yìí 10 days mo lò nínú ilé ẹ̀.
Ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa o.
Àgbà tí màá yọ. Saturday mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kúrò níbí báyìí tó kú ní ọjọ́ Monday yẹn o. Kó tó kú yìí.
Kó tó kú ní ọjọ́ Monday.
10 days mo lò nínú ilé ẹ̀. Àgbà tí màá yọ Saturday ni mo kúrò nílé ẹ̀ àgbà tí màá gbọ́ òkú ọmọ mi ní ọjọ́ Monday mo sì pè àwọn èèyàn ọjọ́ Monday.
Ọjọ́ Monday yàtọ̀ sí Tuesday. This woman knows what she's saying. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún ṣe ábọ̀ fa okay.
A jọ sọ̀rọ̀ kò ju wákàtí kan lọ wọ́n pè mí pẹ̀lú gan ni mo tún pè wọ́n pè mí pé mọ́mì ẹ̀hún ò ní ṣòkú ọmọ o òun ò ní ṣòkú ọ̀pá o mo ní kí ni inú ilé ẹni mo wà yìí ṣó yẹ kí tún máa wà nínú ilé ọmọ mi mi lè wọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣàbẹ̀ ní pé kí n wá jó kí n wá ní.
ọbẹ̀ yẹn switch
wọ́n á pè mí.
ọbẹ̀ yẹn switch náà lẹ́wọ̀n.
ṣe báyàwó ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọjọ́ Monday yẹn.
This is the third time.
mo kàn pé lórí fún.
Different interviews. The third one.
Promise nǹkan ó ní Claude mo kò sí nǹkan kan mo ní ṣó sùn tí mọ́júmọ́ ó ní òun sùn tí wọ́n àìgbà tó sọ pé òun sùn tí mọ́júmọ́ yẹn tí nǹkan bá ṣàǹṣe ó yẹ kóun mọ̀ torí mi mọ̀ mo kàn rí kó kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi níbi tí mo ti ṣe prayer mo kàn rí kó rọra kọjá àmọ́ sáré mú fún un ó wá ní ó ń sùn pé àmọ́ mi kì í má bínú o ipò ń sùn ni mo ní ó ń sùn nìyẹn ó wá ní àmọ́ ṣe mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan mo ní mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan ó wá sọ fún mi pé nítorí pé ibi tó lọ wípé ó ṣèṣe lọ́wọ́ ó wá ní ó sùn tó ti lọ perform ní ọjọ́ Sunday yẹn mo wá ní kí ló wá ṣe ó ní ó kàn fi ọwọ́ ṣèṣe ni.
Gist with Zani. Good evening. Àwọn kìíní kọ́ wọ́n kọ́ ṣáà send gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ṣáà wọn. Ẹ̀wọ́. Ga ọ̀. Wọ́n gbọ́ gynecology. Ẹ máa ń gbọ́ gynecology.
Adura sent that chat out. And I'll tell you the reason for that chat that was sent out.
Huh?
You remember the chat I'm talking?
Rivalry. Competition ló bá justice for Mohbad David tó wà. This it would have been a clear and direct even ẹ tún confirm gbàdúrà ló send ẹ tún fakọsí.
About the one they said.
Ṣé ẹ kó ṣe make up wá sọ ètò sọ yìí? Ṣé bóyá
that boy, what's his name?
Ṣé bóyá kó wá pẹ̀lẹ́ kún pẹ̀lú apology? Ó tún ṣe make up wá. Ó ṣe make up wá confirm nǹkan tó pè nírọ́. Ọlọ́run ṣe bí tó máa dá ẹjọ́ Nàìjíríà. Ọlọ́run gbọ́ mọ̀ pé last day ló bá fi sí. Summary lọ́lọ́ máa fi ṣe judgment Nàìjíríà. Summary lọ́lọ́ máa fi ṣe. Ó máa kó ogun apọ̀ ẹlòmíì gan ìjà tẹ́lòmíì ò mọ̀ gan máa lọ jẹ́ lọ́rùn. nígbà tẹ́ ti sọ pé DJ Bami ló la lọ jẹ́ mi ni mo ní kọ́ lọ jí fóònù kí DJ Bami lọ jí fóònù àwọn tí mi ò mọ̀ rí tí mi ò mọ̀ ṣe rí ó tún yá ẹtún náà sọ gẹ̀dẹ̀ síbì kan ó tún yá ẹtún wá ṣe makeup wá confam ìtẹ́pẹ̀ nírọ́ ọmọdé àti mama dájọ́ ọlọ́wọ̀n kan ti bá ti lé lórí queue ọlọ́mọ ọgọmọ ó mọ̀ kó wà láàmà ṣẹlẹ̀ torí ó náà kan ti bá wọn lórí queue tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe dájọ́ èmi ni máa dìde sọ ẹ má dara yín láàmú ẹ ṣẹjú àwọn ilé lọ́tọ̀ because wọ́n ba ilé ayé jẹ́ wọ́n ba social media jẹ́ ọmọ nìyẹn sì olùẹ̀ gbọ́wọ́ barista wà láyé kò kì mí ẹ understand ọ̀pọ̀ yìí sì kéèyàn tó lè gbọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ lórí náà we'll move we're planning for the 10th of April. What I want to ask is this, and this is, I'm getting serious now, this is 24,000. Let's take it to 50,000 before I ask the question, then we'll start the debate. Because I want to ask a very serious and direct question. Torí, time mo ti lọ fílẹ̀ tí mo ń fa gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀. And I told you, ìtafẹ́ ṣe gangan ní kókó. I will stay focused, but gbogbo kìíní ní ọ̀la àkọjá iná gbogbo oríṣiríṣi ọ̀tọ̀kan pàmò yẹn gbogbo everybody ń gbé umbrella justice for Mohbad but inú àwọn èèyàn jìjú kàn kó pátákó pa wá sórí justice for Mohbad. ẹ̀yin onígbàdá gbogbo ẹ̀mọ́ tẹ́ ń ṣe please power tap aláìtí má kọrin mi ò ní ta èmi lè lùkú bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń wí ọ̀yá sí padà pupa orí mi ń wo ẹ̀ lágìmọ̀ ẹ̀ torí ọlọ́run ẹ̀ dàbàrà bò mí o a ò lè máa kó padà pupa jẹ mọ́ ẹ máa wọ pátá funfun torí ìmọ́lẹ̀ là ń ṣẹjọ́ fún pátá pupa náà danger mi ò lè fẹ́ wọ bì kan kí n tún bá pátá pupa pàdé èèyàn fẹ́ wọ bí tó ti fẹ́ lọ gbádùn wọ́n gbé danger sẹ́nu ọ̀nà àbídá àwọn ẹ̀bá ti rí red ó signify danger ibi tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ wọ̀ gan mi ìmọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ ti wá lọ wọ́ free ẹ ti wọ pátákó blọọkì ẹ̀ ọmọ kọlọ́mọ kìlọ̀ fún ọmọ rẹ̀ ènìyàn o ó já parí pé pátákó pa afẹ́wọ́nú dídọ́ndì ibi tó yẹ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ lómi ìgbẹ̀lú tó bá ti wọ̀ báyìí ó ti há so táwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ bá ti wọ pátá danger ó dàbẹ̀ tó lọ ṣe tattoo ejò tó ṣe sójú ara báyìí o tún wá fẹ́ wọ̀ tí kò ń jí bá tiẹ̀ fún yọ̀nà yàgò o bá gbé nọ́ọ̀kì síbẹ̀ àwọn ilé máa jáde ejò fẹ́ pàdé ejò ní ejò fẹ́ pàdé ejò tó bá rẹ́rù gan tó rí ẹrù ejò tẹ yà síbẹ̀ gan tó bá rí ejò ńlá mi tó ń bọ̀ pé sọ́nà tó tún dá ejò eléyìí orí ìsèbè. So let's power tap and let's get to 50,000 so that we can now get to the serious part of this stuff, because I'm going to be asking some serious questions now. What do you want change them?
The one they said that boy brought out. What's that boy? Damola, thank you. It was not Damola. Adula put that chat out there. And I'll tell you the reason. It's going to get to the public. I don't want to say much, but let me just give you a clue. Dawisha is spending money. Ashana is spending money. They are not supporting Adula. They used.
Ìdí mo ti ẹ̀ play ló ti ẹ̀ tún ṣe àìbí lẹ́nu ẹ̀dá dámọ̀ kí ẹ̀kọ́ ṣáà ń pààrọ̀ ẹnu ṣáà kan change tọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ṣáà ń change story mi ti believe when they sọ orúkọ báyìí sí bàbá yẹn àwa tó yẹ pé ẹ fẹ́ competition ṣé ẹ̀ náà handwriting ní àbí ẹ̀ mọ ìwé tẹ máa kọ láti ọdún kan yìí ló kú o so ẹ̀ ní pẹ́ ilé gangan ni chief pátápupa chief mrs pátápupa òun lè fẹ́ gbóhùn ẹ̀ chief mrs pátápupa rèé.
Ẹgbọ́n tí Wùmí sọ pé tóun bá sọ nǹkan tó wà láàrin òun àti bàbá a máa pa bàbá ni ẹ pé Wùmí àti bàbá Mohbad kí ló pa Mohbad àwọn méjèèjì mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ a máa competition wọ́n máa arrest bàbá wọ́n máa arrest Wùmí ẹgbà bí ṣe sọ fún yín. Àbí wèrè ni Débọ́lá ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Débọ́lá sorry not you.
Petition tẹ kọ dà láti kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀ gbé wọn dé níwẹ̀ orí pépà gbé gbé wọn débẹ̀ orí petition gbé gbé wọn lẹ́niwẹ̀ so èyí sọ gbọ́ àwọn àsọ jáàmù yìí.
Ẹ bá wa pé bàbá kí ló mọ̀ ń pa òun àti Wùmí kí ló mọ̀ ń pa ikú ọmọ ẹ̀. Nǹkan tó mú lọ́ọ̀yà tuntun tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà lọ́ọ̀yà Yorùbá Nation ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́ tí Sister Tẹ́ni sọ Sister Tẹ́ni sọ pé báwo ni lọ́ọ̀yà ṣe máa advice yín pé kẹfìtìlétọ̀ báwo ni lọ́ọ̀yà ṣe máa sọ pé kó settle behind the camera. Ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá Mohbad ló sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà sọ fún bàbá Mohbad. Who does that?
Yeah? Who does that?
Bàbá Mohbad àwọn sọ pé kó má gbowó o àwa go fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣe kéèsì mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n àwa concerned citizen we are going ahead with the case bàbá Mohbad àṣírí gbogbo yín máa tú mo ti sọ fún yín pé I am not giving up. Ìwọ ni gbogbo yín máa pàtì. I'm a competition either you like it or not. Baba Mohbad will be arrested. Wunmi will be arrested. They both know what killed Mohbad. Èmi náà fura. Mo ní bàbá Mohbad ṣe máa mú ọmọ 22 years old lọ sórí òkè kó lọ gbàdúrà fọ́mọ. Bàbá Mohbad kí lẹ́yìn àti Wunmi jọ.
Ó ṣe ń tọ́mọ lè sáfẹ́rẹ́ fún. Wọ́n ní bí tẹ́yàn máa dó okó dé gan tó yẹ kó àwọn máa kọ́ sá fún yàn náà pé àdéhùn ta bọ́lọ̀ sọkọ lélẹ̀ ìgbà tẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dókó ẹ wo ìgbà tẹ́sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tẹ́tí lá píópíó ẹ ti lá gbogbo àwọn olórí ọmọ ẹ ti lá wọn dànù ẹ ti flush ẹ wá ní ṣé èèyàn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lá píópíó láti bí i 16 àbí 15 tó ń fire everyday èmi ìgbà ń jẹṣẹ́ ọkùnrin márùn everyday ó wà bí 18 lásán bí ọkùnrin mẹ́jọ ló ní boyfriend tó dẹ̀ mú level tó wà fi wọ́n 22 gan gbogbo boris gan máa ti lá so ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kí wọ́n máa gbàdúrà èmi ò dá sọ́rọ̀ wọn mo kàn pí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ní orí ò dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ gidi tẹ́mi ṣe fẹ́ sọ ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ about 50,000 likes ẹlẹ́ran ara níbi permission to mo kàn ń gbọ́ gbogbo àwọn blasphemy mo gbé irú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú làwọn yẹn sọ láwọn mo kàn máa ń fi olórí máa ń gbọ́ chief mrs pátákó pa owó lọ́mọ ẹlẹ́ mo sure ibi tó ń jókòó sí ẹ tó bá ṣe mistake fẹ̀ ní báyìí máa bá pátákó pa mẹ́rin pàdé déjà ló wọ̀ àwọn eléyìí anyway what I've just got to say is that we've been expecting the call from Panti. I don't know why. Maybe they will find time to call on Monday. I don't know. Oh, bueno. Our top guys, let's take it to 50,000. We are now at a very critical stage in this justice from Mohbad. So 41,000, when we get to 50,000, then we'll be able to. I'm going to be asking that very first question, and it's going to inform our debates, because this time around I'll be coming out once in a while, talk less, more actions, and then the result is near. If we maintain the momentum, the result is near, and trust me, these are the times. Few of us don't believe we are offline and we're going to push them off the cliff. You know, the government, the police, they will look at it. Let's use our power. Let's try. But how many people can risk it, face it? Because one flash in you. When you put Pharaoh, no, when you're under Israel, straight to Yamalo, so certainly it's going to get to a stage that one or two persons will have to face it head on. We have to, sacrifice must be made. So let's get to 50,000, then I'll give my intro, and then I want my people to come up here and let's discuss it. And if we decide that we should move forward, at least starting from here, it's going to make a whole lot of sense. So I know I couldn't come online I'm so sorry. I know some of you were expecting me. Arifalu Sami, ora àwọn tó ń play ball àwọn Igiki, wọ́n play ball lórí yẹ̀pẹ̀ nínú oòrùn. Mo kàn wọ́n pé èmi náà ti ṣe gbogbo nǹkan báyìí. I've done this before now. I played football. I just put up my shirt, my clothes. I off my shoe. I used my bare foot on a very hot sand. Something I've done 20-something years ago. I can't even remember the last time I run with my leg without anything. I was enjoying the football in Jupas. If I carry farmer pé ski wà ńbẹ̀ àṣé máa mọ̀ lára. Tí máa wo ẹsẹ̀ báyìí, àwọ̀ ìsàlẹ̀ ìyẹn náà kọ́kọ́ ṣí pé àlàyé ṣé wọ́n ti change body ọ̀gá mi. Again to be a co-boy. So that was why I couldn't come out yesterday. I used my drugs and I couldn't get even chemists to treat me. So, and that doesn't suggest I better tetanus. Even go chemist here goes on. We don't give tetanus injection in pharmacy. It has to be given to you in a hospital because only you are. And that is what we're saying. Everybody we must hold that duty of care. Don't force healthcare providers to say, treat me. Just do it for me. No matter who you are. If you have a nurse, if you have anybody who is working, let them discharge the duty accordingly. Don't say, well, they come and disobey the law or just rubbish the ethics of your profession. It could cost you your life and could cost the person our own freedom too, or his freedom. So I love to spend it. Nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn máa wọ pátákó wá straight mo gan pa nìyẹn Mohbad kọ́ máa sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ti ẹ̀ fi story mi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nínú tó lọ tẹ́ẹ̀dì lẹ́fún abẹ́rẹ́ tetanus. Anyway tèmi kọ́ ló pa èmi o bòyí tẹ́yìn lọ bá èyí náà lọ yọ̀dí sẹ́yìn tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀pẹ nídìí ẹ̀gbọ́n wọ́n á kó abẹ́rẹ́ tetanus wọn ló dì fún yín mọ̀ kó ń lọ pọ́ńṣọ̀ àti yín ni ẹ̀yin tó yẹ kó wọ́n ti sa oríṣiríṣi fún yín ẹ jẹ́ káwọn tèmi ń sìn àwọn tèmi tó pa mí ẹ jẹ́ kó tún lọ kọ́ lọ́ máa ọ̀yẹ́ wọ́n ti ṣe ẹ̀yẹ wọ́n láwọn ti jẹ lọ. So mo ní no worry, let me go to hospital to to gbé ìka ọmọ ẹsẹ̀ lọ sí hospital nínú tí o sì owó tí o sì kankan. Alright, now we are 51,000 guys. I'm going to be having my intro about so that I can start. Okay, now we expect that they should call us today, and trust me guys, the only attempt that was made today was, I told you guys the other time, Nigeria Madao, if all of us put all our hands on deck. Let me just say it this way. On the 12th of December 2024, if you all could remember, Adura Aloba sent me a confession via my TikTok and said I have a video of a fight between Cynthia and my brother. That happened on the 12th. By the early hours of on the 13th, don't forget guys, by the early hours of 13th in the morning, on the same TikTok, Adura posted on his page that he was not the one shouting me up that early morning. Few hours after, they said Damola has been arrested. And I'm like, now ask yourself, how did you have access back to your TikTok before Damola was arrested? By the morning, Damola was arrested. Damola was, they said he was in Ogombo. They want me to shove my head in, and the sneaky lady there is always acting like, I don't know what she wants. It's just like they want to force me to go to Ogombo. I stayed in my own lane and I didn't fall into that trap, and that was the beginning of another melee. It was a serious melee. This one I'm saying is a very serious thing. Between law is a very serious one. because at the end of the day, I don't know what might happen tomorrow or next, but I have to tell you guys the update for today, because this one I will say it out. So on that 12th, I made a quick attempt to inform the PRO of Lagos State Police Command and the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Panti, and I went to Lagos. I submitted a petition, and they told me they will get back to me. And within that time, we began to hear stories that, oh, it was not Adura, it was Damola, foul. Not Damola, not Adura, not Shekwe, not Ekwe, not Kireko. And then it turns out, the first revelation that Mohbad wants me to know is that, Mr. Yomi, can you see who you wanted to work with? Thank God you never started to work with her. This is what I want to show you at true color. I said, okay, I don't know what pressure are into that level, but that is understandable. And then I think on the 19th or thereabouts, whether it was Adura that wrote to the Commissioner of Police, I didn't use my eyes, because Adura did not petition me. If he had petitioned me, they would show me as the suspect that this is a petition against you. So that's the Special Squad 1, Commissioner of Police Special Squad 1. They did not tell me Adura petitioned me. They said Adura petitioned Damola, and they asked that he should be brought from Ogombo to command, and that, oh, Mr. Yomi, you are the victim, you are the one we just want to tell you how far we have gone. I am like, okay, I am the one they wanted to defraud. It is me that will tell you how they wanted to defraud me. You arrest the person, and then if the person points to another person, well, no problem. Since Adura said he's trying to show you, where is the Adura? They said Adura is not there. Okay, the father was there. I said I would like to speak to Damola. He said everything. Nothing was shown to me. Not even a single piece of paper. Nothing. And I am not under compulsion to go with the narration of the police. It is a police narration. Good. Police will always investigate. But not all police investigation comes out to be genuine. Some investigation, they trash it in court. Some investigation turns out to be like, it is false. And when I look at the old stuff, I look at the boy's demeanor, his countenance, everything, I said, this guy did not shut me up. This one is just trying to take a fall, and I know we all know what is trying to happen. And the fact that that police officer said they are not interested in looking at the phone, let alone the content of the video that we're talking about. And I'm like, the center of all this talk is that 30 seconds video and the extension that is in the same phone. Before you talk about they want to defraud me with what? If you talk about confessional statement of homicide, it has to do with that video. So why would any police officer arrest Damola, and the first thing you will have to retrieve, that you have to retrieve, is the video? And they said they don't want to even talk. They never said anything about deletion. They don't want to talk about it. That's not what they are investigating. That they are only treating homicide, impersonation, OBT, and all of that. I said, okay, I can't force you. You have done well. At least if out of the 8 or 7 charges or things that you are supposed to look into, if you look into 5, no problem. Maybe Panti will definitely look into the aspect of the homicide confession, since that is the department that is dealing with Mohbad's case originally. That is, they constituted those detectives from that place. So far so good. I should be able to wait on Panti, and then they file charges against Damola based on part of that lead and evidence. It's still the opinion of the police that Damola said he did it, but nothing absolutely was shown, or that I know they have, that substantiates that claim. I know what was going on. That is Lagos State Commissioner of Police Office. Panti that I wrote it first, I was the first person that wrote, is also Commissioner of Police in Lagos State Command. Panti is like one of the core departments, investigative departments in Lagos State Police Command. So now, I have case in Panti in Lagos State Command. Then Adura brought his own. They said they would do parts. My own, nothing. I wasn't hearing anything. And when it got to a stage that I was not hearing anything, I was like, you know what? I'm with the old. I don't want to teach. I said, okay, let me just go further. The law permits that we should go to a higher office to complain. And I complained to the Assistant Inspector General of Police, who is in charge of the zonal command, which is bigger than the Lagos State Police Command. Lagos State Police Command and Ogun State Police Command are under the AIG. So, and I reported, and I want them to investigate, and they did. And in between, while they were investigating, because the Commissioner of Police then was transferred, the next thing I saw, we did a rally to command, met with the new Commissioner of Police. The next thing that I saw, Adura wrote again to the Commissioner of Police that I am trying to defame him, that I'm saying that he is the one that shutted me up, and because of that they should investigate me. I'm like, to the same Commissioner of Police that we visited. And then I understand he minuted it to the special investigative. Let me even look at the name very well. State Intelligence Department. No, it's SID, State Intelligence Department. It is being headed by the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Joseph Jayoba. These are people that know about this case. Hey, I'm just a laugh. And then State Intelligence Department. That was where they said they minuted the case to, and I went there. That was the day the King White, Mohbad, Adura, they came. They tried to say everything. I said, I don't understand what you guys are saying. I'm not going to be backing down. Nothing has proven the video that connects us, and you are still making it look like you have done something right. This is, are you not a police officer again? Which department is this? The video in question has to do with Mohbad. There is violence against Mohbad in the video. You had it for over a year, and you still have the effrontery to meet a police officer and say, yes, I kept it, I didn't show it, and it was on the phone I saw to somebody, and the person now used it, and then you are coming to say one by Lord, and some police officers still think they should defend such. That's the whole situation now. And I told them, I said, I don't understand what you guys are saying. And I should do what? I should stop doing what? Should stop talking about it, that he has a video. Damalo video to Alowa Adura to Jaburo Mohbad for over a year. Mohbad was attacked in the video. According to Zomo later, that, hey, Mumi, in that, if it is that video we're talking about, if it is the day, this one that I'm talking about, that they said I am in, I was not the one you were fighting. You were fighting Mohbad. So that means Adura practically saw Wunmi fighting Mohbad, and she was holding knife, and she kept it for long. And then she sold it with his phone, with his TikTok open, with his email open, sold it to a friend. And the friend now, she now claimed it was a friend that sent the 30 seconds to me, was chatting with me. He wanted me to believe that gibberish. And some police officers are still trying to back him up. So when he wrote to that place, I took my stand. I said, are you trying to say I've committed a crime? Who is defaming who? Do you even, what is the meaning of defamation? What is the meaning of cyber stalking? We are seeking justice. I am telling something the way it happened. If even if they've used your TikTok, you open your email, it's your phone, and it's a video that you are meant to have released for a very long time, do you have the effrontery to come out and say they are defaming me? And some police officers still want to encourage that kind of a person. That is where we are now. And that is why we have, as Nigerians, we have to start looking at some certain people, no matter who they are in government position. It is time for us to start toning down whatever relevance we give to them. Because people, if Nigeria is going to get better, but it's not going to get better if all of us fold our hands. I believe that you condemn Nigeria and then you sit back. You think they will change. They believe that being enlisted in police means that every other citizens are below. They can do whatever they can like. They can even, if anybody bring fake petition, no evidence, or he says this, let's just rubbish the person for you. And they think by wearing that uniform and you allowed it, whatever they do and they bring cost to your country, if you are silent about it, it's coming back to you. It's better you say your own part and they use their power like armed robber, like kidnappers. Hey, power tap. It is still better you speak your part and say, you know what, I am in your custody. You want to play God, please feel free. You know it yourself. But I will still say my own, because at the end of the day, it's either I'm seeing you as an armed robber, it's either I'm seeing you as a kidnapper, as a terrorist. Then you can do whatever you want to do with me. Put me in cell. Do whatever you want to do. I am seeing a kidnapper. I'm seeing an armed robber. I am not seeing a police officer. Because at the end of the day, make it make sense. Somebody who is holding that kind of stuff, you don't get family. How do the society get better when when people's lives are not safe within their family? Where will life be safe again? So apparently, in the same Lagos State Command, under the same commissioner of police stuff, another department, he wrote there again. I went there, they said we should go. You know, as usual, Nigerian police, even some cases that they don't have to admit you to bail, they will say, come and take bail. You know now, all of you. We look at them and say, you know this, there is no case in this one. As a matter of fact, there are some complainants that immediately they raise false information. You are supposed to switch. But some people turn police job to business center. Because I cannot even imagine. And they will still be thinking it is blessing to Nigeria using the same police position to be doing that to citizens. They think if they do that, it will be bringing blessing to their own children. I can't even phantom it. You cannot even tell a young boy straight that, hello, you have committed a serious crime. You don't even have the moral right to write petition that somebody is defame you for what? Have you done anything worth praising you for? Or because you kept that video for a long time, then people should be silent. We should be quiet because it is you. So you shouldn't be criticized. They will not the right petition to police. When you criticize them, they turn it to it's cyberbullying me, it's cyber stalking, and then they will start writing. We type, it's pure nonsense. It's pure nonsense. I saw a movie in America one time. What's happening with America? The boy had to find a way to kidnap a judge who deliberately did wrong. The person who committed the crime said, can you see? You deliberately did it because you don't like that person. Judge watch a live show. Watch a live show. That particular judgment. On stream live. Police were trying to look for where he was hiding the judge. He stripped the judge naked. He said, "I start talking. Were you right with what you did? When you did that as a judge, have you not placed cost on this country?" In America, they were like, yes, it's a freedom of expression. They have to speak the truth. So, at the end of the day, in the same police command, he wrote to that place. It's quite funny. And then the AIG was investigating the case, and lo and behold, it got to a stage. They invited Wunmi, they did everything. They realized that they were going to go for her. And then I understand the senior lawyer. You all know the senior lawyer now. The senior lawyer wrote petition to the IG that they should ask that the case should go back to where they are treating Mohbad's case originally. And then the AIG said, okay, if that is the case, it's not our case. Originally, it should be treated by Panti, but if we receive a complaint, we'll respond. Said, whatever it is the complainant, just pack it. And whatever it is the complainant has in Panti before, let them pick it up and harmonize it together. And they said, take the case in Panti, your progress report, take everything, the suspect, all the suspects. That was why, for the second time, Yakuti Mohbad Lehin Toni, but she tún rú wọn láti zone 2, tó tún rú wọn lọ sí Panti, she started the same shouting of my name. Wọ́n ti pera wọn pé àwa la wà ń díẹ̀ o. And they took the case. The IG ordered any case tó bá ti jọmọ́ 3 seconds video, Mohbad, whatever, ojú kan ní kí gbogbo ẹ̀ wà, go and treat it, take it to Panti. And then the following day went to Panti. So I was expecting that no place again. Panti and all. Though even the Bukky Jesus said that the case is dead on arrival. I don't know what she saw. I don't know who told her that. And then the police officer in the SID is calling me to come. But case is done. She lo ti àdúrà ni mo fẹ́ kí má bọ̀ fún mo ní kí má rìn kú ni. Ṣé ló pé yóò tiẹ̀ wá níṣẹ́ yìí ní kankan ní command needs one command come ṣe case mẹ́ta one case same case ní different department ní command kan. This is beyond people's trust. And I don't know who is listening. Somebody needs to call the commissioner of police and tell him it's now becoming a serious melee. In one command, Toni special squad, commissioner special squad, same àdúrà lolo jombe. Ona lo tún lọ fẹjọ́ sùn ní special kí ni wọ́n pa àwọn ilé investigating department, state intelligence department, same case náà òun náà ló tún wà ní Panti gbogbo ẹ̀ under Lagos State Police Command, same complainant, same suspect. So kí máa lọ bẹ̀yẹn apè mi come on Tuesday then say why the police call you didn't answer kí n wá kú ni ṣé kí n máa rìn kiri ni ẹ̀rọ mo ní ìgbò náà ni. So today they were supposed to call us in Panti to know the progress on the case. Instead SIB ló ń pè mí wọ́n supo bello. They are supposed to come. When láì ṣe pé mò ń bóbìnrin sùn kọ́ọ̀mù síbo tí bá kọ́ọ̀mù tó ń rìn lógbó kọ́ọ̀mù mi wọ́n yìí máa ṣọwọ́ kọ̀ mí sí náà. But look at how terrible things are going. Even the IG gave an order. Nobody is listening. Nobody is listening. 3 departments on one single matter. Táwọn olè armed robbers gangan bá wá bọ́ta tó pààyàn lọ káàkiri gbogbo ẹ̀ how many departments tó máa ṣe kéèsì. This is not palatable. It's not making sense. This is not how to abuse police power. This is extreme abuse of police power and privileges. It's going to bring a serious cause. One of the greatest jeopardy is to abuse public power that is given to you. Come on, go. I had that from a don't. So I want to ask a question. We're going to be looking into all that, but all this kind of mess, bad eggs, terrible things in Nigerian police. Nigerian police force belongs to Nigerians. We have to take it as our property, and when we see things that are not working, we'll speak up and say, you know what, take it out, because if it works well, we'll benefit it. If it continues like this, we all will have to face it. I laugh at me now, but I just look at it and say, what is really, this is becoming messy. So you don't want to take what's leadership with it. And there is no way you have a leadership that understand what policing is, who has gone to, when it comes to standard policing, why would one case 3 departments, go say hand up. Now we have waited to hear from them. So the question now is this, because as we speak now, we want to protest on the 10th. And we don't have a front yet. So I just want us to know, do we go on with the protest or not? So that's where, do we go on with the protest? Mohbad is going to get justice. The real, everything might get it. Maybe the police officers are still investigating, or they're trying to bring something Friday or Monday. But what I was expecting is that today they will call us as promised. Instead of that, it is one SIB. I should be coming to come and say what? The case that party is investigating. So, because for us to have a protest, let me see if Leo is here, because she's the one doing all the breakdown and everything that. Mangbo kini ko Asabi, your consent request Asabi. She go show Asabi oni pata pupa me. So Asabi ele to da de gbe sókè náà. Fire Force, and le wan down one. Yeah, it's sensitization protest. That's what I'm asking. Because we know certainly that with this kind of a situation, with what the likes of Bukky just say, and the fact that the case was being returned back from the zonal headquarters, where it could be certainly that we still have to trust the idea, and the whole idea is that originally, let's be honest with ourselves, Panti is meant to be the legitimate department to be in charge of Mohbad's case. Is non-negotiable. Normally, they are the original owner of the case, and that is the department that is recognized by most institutions that are connected with this Mohbad's case. But of course, it doesn't mean that IG cannot investigate. It doesn't mean AIG cannot investigate, provided it is a higher, office than the Lagos State Police Command. They can investigate. Alagbo can investigate. So in this instance, now that they said, you know what, just take the case back to where it is originally domiciled. We expect that by today they should have. If they don't respond, it's just going to be the normal thing. The only thing that can make them to respond, because if we say, Alpha, why are you not responding to us? If I go there and they tell me we are working, if I come back to tell people that they said they are working, they will get back to us. They will say, it's a lie. But in this case, the sensitization protest is to look at the confession for the Damola to say, I did it and I deleted the evidence. He is up to something. And then we are also up to something. That alone, we want to sensitize and say, this person has come up to say he's ready to face the murder charges. He's ready to face multiple charges based on his actions. So let's see the action of the police, knowing fully well that if it's going to get to a stage, his family and everybody, he himself will look at the reality of life and say, wow, I'll be facing this kind of charges. I'd rather speak my truth. Because off record, informally, we all know that Damola is lying. But because he was in the house that day, if he keep throwing himself forward to say, I did it, we know why he's trying to do that. And the police will still be the one to prove to him that you might say you did, but we've investigated. We cannot find anything linking you to this act. You're only saying you did it. You can't just come out and say you did it. All the things that make the steps you took to take over Adura's TikTok, we are meant to see it because we've done forensic. It is a lie. Then they'll put him in his place. But at least he has committed and tried to obstruct justice. And he will still pay for the crimes as well. So he might enjoy it for a little while, trying to obstruct justice, and it will be noted for him that if you want to obstruct, whatever you are trying to say, make it official. We will do our job, we will do our findings. The moment we realize that you were deceiving us, you are trying to take a fall, you are not the one that actually shattered Mr. Yomi, it was actually Adura. All those things that he has said with his handwriting, he has confessed to, and it turns out to be that they are lies. There are always consequences for that as well. So, so that is it. Now that we didn't hear anything from the police today in Panti, instead we are hearing from the SID. It is important to ask a question, because if we're going to forge ahead, we want to do 3 days sensitization protest. That's what we want to do. We have our black t-shirts like this. Every other person that are coming, we're not doing t-shirt again. Bring your black t-shirt if you have it. If it's not even, just bring any black t-shirt. And again, most certainly, we would be going through so many little other expenses that we have to undertake, which of course the foundation does not have the funds to execute that as we speak. So it's just for us to look into it and say, what and what do we have and how do we go about it? Do we postpone it? Do we continue with the protest? That is one of the things I'm asking. But we are willing and ready to forge ahead to protest. So it's because at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, we just have to be together in one voice and face this squarely so that we can have. So let's bring in our discussants. I'm going to be starting with, I think, who came first? Debbie, you can unmute your mic. Is Debbie there? Okay, in the absence of Debbie, Senate President Espanda, you can. Senate President Espanda, you can go.
Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Mr. Yomi. And how are you feeling now? Hope you feel better.
Yeah, I've not even treated the leg, but I'm using some paracetamol and stuff like that.
Okay, sorry. You will get better soon. According to the question you asked, and if I may ask now, I know you said it already, but I just want it more clear that because initially you were waiting that you will be called from Panti today so that you will be told which day you people will be meeting. Yeah, and unfortunately, does that happen today or not?
No. And it's actually, I don't want to be pessimistic, because what they said, like I told you guys, they said we should leave the whole festive period. That if the work resumes on Wednesday, then they will swing into action. That hopefully by Friday, they should be able to call us to tell us, okay, we are going to be meeting on so dates. Because as it is, I'm still the complainant. You understand? And like I told you guys, the steps they want to take, they are going to be taking it. But it's one of the few ones that I think I should say is the fact that Zomo and Umi, at a point, will have to be invited in for questioning to corroborate. And of course, we have written already to the Commissioner of Police, to the AIG, and we stated that's the letter you have on our page, on my page.
Yeah.
Put that there to let them know that we want to do sensitization protests to support what they are doing and to inform them that we now want them to take serious action on the confession made by Damola and the Habib. That he actually, he has a video of how Mohbad was pushed by Wunmi Cynthia Alaba and he knocked his head on the floor. Certainly, that would probably be the treatment the nurse actually gave, because that's what can corroborate the fact that they said there was bleeding profusely. Because we know certainly now that if there's going to be any bleeding profusely, it can't be that little cut.
Definitely, it can be that.
If bleeding will be profuse, it will start from the moment the cut happened. So was there no treatment? Was it still bleeding? And at the end of the day, if the toxicology, the family toxicology that we are expecting, that is the only and the remaining lifeline that we've got. And if it comes out that Mohbad actually died as a result of loss of blood, maybe poison, maybe broken leg, if it turns out to be that, we know certainly that all those things that are being listed, it can be linked to the nurse, because the nurse only said, I gave tetanus injection, and if they found tetanus injection in Mohbad's body, and they said poison is actually in his body, if they said poison, and they said the kind of poison, if it is the kind of poison that can only be administered through food, not through injection, then you cannot pin it on the nurse.
Even at that, yeah, from what happened, was it not last week or a week before, from Punch and Vanguard, that Mohbad's dad said the guy died on Monday and not even the Tuesday that the nurse said he treated. And I hope with that statement on newspaper, national newspaper, I think police should have invited.
But the point is this, when you now look at what is happening, if by now no call from the police, I'll wait till Monday. Like, I still want to believe in the police officers in Panti. So I want to believe if they don't have information for us today, maybe by Monday they will. But of course, most certainly, if they don't have information for us through to the 10th of April, where we said we want to do sensitization protests, then certainly it's going to be worth it, because at the end of the day, it will probably mean that communication gap. Why are you not communicating with the complainants, with the people that are, on the matter? That, okay, we're working, you told them this, if it's not going to work on that date again, the onus is on the police to remind us and tell us, oh, please be patient with us. We can't be telling you every step we take, or what we have recovered, or what we haven't recovered, or where we want to go and recover something. But we are working, can you give us more time? Because everything has to be with time. If it doesn't have a time, it doesn't have a plan. Any plan will come with a plan. Time, you understand what I'm saying? If there is no
time and communication, and they need to communicate as well.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, please take Nigerian police along with you on that 10th for the prayer. Very important. Of course, we've written to them. We've written to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. We've written to the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State of our imminent protest. And I can tell you guys for free, this is always the time they will come for somebody like me. They will always come for somebody like me. Because normally they will tell you the protest will be hijacked. They will always say the protest will be hijacked. But the fact remains that why are they not bothered about the police investigation being hijacked? Why are they always concerned about people legitimately going to be expressing themselves? And for all I care, peaceful protest is fundamental human right. It is human right. It is our alienable right. We must protest. But of course, it's not something you want to do alone. So I was expecting that they're going to call today to say, oh, Mr. Yomi, but benefit of the doubt, if they don't call on Friday, we're going to be waiting on Monday. But most certainly, the whole truth is out there. We have written to them, the whole world has seen it, and they know that we know what we know. And if eventually, if those videos will start to litter social media, I've been hearing one Binti saw this one. I saw a video where Binti was confirming that in that video that he saw, Wunmi was holding a very dangerous weapon. Now, picture if that kind of a video filters social media. What will police say is the reason why they have not taken action? So, and people should understand, you can't blame the governor then, because people will react. A single word from somebody could trigger the entire nation, and then they were like, what is going on? How come the police didn't see this? Is it because they were not told? And it will be so evident that we told them that the extension is here. And somebody is claiming he deleted it, but at the end of the day, it turns out to still that it exists. Now people are seeing that, because people will put 2 plus 2 and say, look at the person that is being shielded from prosecution. That is why people now go back to when one of the top activists was saying that the prime suspect ran to a lawyer. They will start bringing up that up. Nobody should now say the people reacting then don't love Lagos. Because I think so, I will follow due process. And we are trying to press the police, encourage the police, because at the end of the day, they are human beings. You want them to go and sacrifice to do something. You look at it and say, it's your job.
Èyí náà ti rí ohun tí a mú wá fún wa lénìí. Ẹ bá wa like, ẹ bá wa share, ẹ bá wa subscribe sí Orí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ẹ bá wa tẹ notification bell so that a bá tún mú àwọn àkọ̀tun wá fún wa. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ò kọ́kọ́ máa rí. Títí di ìgbà tá ò tún máa pàdé lórí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ó dàbọ̀.